Hello guys, welcome to my videos. Today I'm going to talk about a very hard topic. So I decided to talk about the mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationship. So before I do that, I will read the explanation of the mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. So mother-in-law is one spouse mother. So the daughter-in-law is one son's wife. So it is well known or famous that mothers-in-law don't get well with their daughters-in-law. So what is the main cause of that? Like, why wouldn't you get along with your son's wife or your husband's mother? Why wouldn't you? Like, I guess it's a good relationship. You are both share a very sentimental thing that is close to both your hearts. So, for my opinion, like, I think sometimes the main reasons why the mothers in law don't get along with the daughters in law is because of the daughters in law. Like, I will explain before you try to devour me. So, here is the thing. But Soto, when you get married, they used to like put a certain period of time, set a certain period of time. Like if you get married in January, you will not visit your family until you have a child, or 1 year. You can visit after 1 year. It was not purposely for you to have a child. It was like we will take you when you are going to give birth. If you're not pregnant within that period of time, that doesn't stop us from taking you to your family. So the main reason for this is because they were trying to cut the cord. Like oftentimes the wives don't want to cut the cord with their families. You get married Saturday, Sunday, like Saturday you are at church, you're getting married, or you're at court, whatsoever. On Sunday, you are at your husband's home. They are welcoming you on Monday. So for us educated ladies, on Monday, you go to work. Let's say you got married in the same district, like for me, I'm from Maseru. So maybe, let's say my husband is also from Maseru. Like the only difference is the villages. So if I go to work, after work, so I got married on Saturday. On Sunday, I was being welcomed at my husband's home. Or let's say we have like 1 week for the honeymoon. Okay. Then after 1 week, I go back to work. After like on Monday, the first day at work, when I come from work, the first thing I do before I go to my new home I drive to my biological parents' home house. So you are there. I don't know what you do. I have never witnessed this, but that's what I think. You only have like days with your in laws. You're already visiting your family, and now you're going to have some nostalgia, and also you're going to bring their business from your spouse home to your home. Like, how are they, how did they welcome you? Did they do this? Did they do not do that? Your mom will be asking you, or your dad, or your siblings. Then that's where the problem comes in. So I think if we can go back to our culture, like if you get married, at least spend 3 months, 6 months before going to your home. So you can bond with your new family, get to know them. Also, I think it's wrong, like to get married on Saturday, Sunday being welcomed, and the next week you're already staying alone with your husband. Yes, I think it's wrong, not very wrong, but it denies you the time to bond with your new family, like the parents, mother-in-law, the father-in-law, and all other people in the family. Because you get to know people when you stay with them, when you live with them. Because when we walk on the streets, we try to be our best selves. But at home, that's where we show our true colors. Not that we are fake or anything, but when you are at home, you are most relaxed and anyone can see the best of you. So, one thing I can advise is after you get married, try to have some time with your in laws, stay with them maybe 1 month, 2 months, 2 months or three, if possible, if you want. So when you stay with them, try to remove the cover, like the shell. You know, as people, we have our coping mechanism. Like when we go to people we don't trust, we don't open up fully. So now, because this is your new family, try to remove that shell. Like if you are an egg, you have the nutritive thing inside, there's a shell. Remove that shell. Be your vulnerable, the most vulnerable self, so they can get to know you. And also, don't have expectations about people. Try to get the best of them. Try to accept who they are, not what you are expecting them to be. Like if your mother-in-law doesn't like a certain meal, don't assume and make assumptions that she doesn't like this meal because she doesn't like me. Why will she hate you? She doesn't know you. Like, she doesn't know you. It's the first time she saw you, or she knew you when you were still dating his son, but she doesn't have any close relationship with you. So she doesn't have any reason to hate you. Always give them the benefit of the doubt and listen, not to respond, not to react. Listen to understand. If she say, when you cook chicken, please don't add onions. I don't like, I like my meat fried. I don't like it with stew. I prefer when I eat stew with the beef or mutton stew, not chicken. Believe them, trust them. they have anything, nothing against you. Then also the mothers-in-law. There, I know there are the mothers-in-law who feel like when when their sons get married, that woman is going to take their space in their sons' hearts. No, that is not true. That is not true. The guy will love both of you with differently, but with the same love. Okay. So if your son get married and you knew one girl that you used to like and wanted that girl to be your daughter-in-law, and now your son decided to marry someone else. Let's say you knew Dineo. Dineo in this instance is not a name of any person, doesn't belong to any person that I know. It's just used as an example. If you knew Dineo to be your previous son's girlfriend, and now your son decided to marry, now your son decided to marry Larato. Larato also is just an example, doesn't belong to anyone that I know. So, as a mother in law, try to love the new girl, try to bond with the new girl, remove the expectations. If Janelle used to buy you some gifts on Mother's Day, don't expect that from Larato. If she feels like she will be doing it, she will do it. But if you also prefer some gifts on Mother's Day, you can talk to your daughter-in-law like, my daughter-in-law, I don't like a lot of things, but I feel so appreciated when you buy me something as a gift on Mother's Day. At church, as women, we like to talk, share our stories. So I like to share that my daughter-in-law bought me this and that. Just like that, without any expectations, without anyone trying to force anyone to do anything. And also, the relationship should be nurtured, like nurtured. Any flower needs some water, oxygen, and all that. So, for you to build a good relationship with your daughter in law, your mother in law, try to nurture it, nurse it, and buy some gifts if need be. Also, you can offer yourself as a gift. Sometimes, maybe now you are staying at your home, you can just volunteer to wash their windows and curtains. Not to buy their love, but to show them I appreciate you for being my mother in law. And also, don't take other things very personal, like when the mother in law have an argument scored at you. Sometimes you didn't do anything wrong. So you get angry, she hates me, this is why she's yelling at me, she's scolding at me. Try to wait when they have calmed down and tell them that, I didn't like how you talked to me earlier today or yesterday. If she's a good mother in law, she will try to explain to you, my child, I'm very sorry. Yesterday, after when I came to church, we had this misunderstanding at church, and I wasn't aware that I took my anger on you. I projected. Then that's where you can build peace, then you forgive her. But if you come with some expectations and you already have some attitude toward your in-laws, attitude, girls have attitude. You will start saying, "This lady I have known, she doesn't like me, she hate me. Now she came and she started yelling at me." And like, are you serious? Like, are you for real? For real? You want to stand here and tell us that there's no single day your own biological mother ever do that? Like your mother will come back from work or anywhere and start yelling in the house. Then you will be poking your siblings and asking what happened to her. Like, the kids even have the nickname for their parents. So why should you treat it differently when it's the husband's mother who is doing the same? So you see a lot of problems and conflicts. They are not like real conflicts. They are just misunderstanding and attitudes that people have and expectations. So remove all the expectations, try to build relationships with your in-laws. Your in-laws also will open their hearts for you. And also when you go to a new home, you are not expected to try to bring your beliefs and what you used to do at your home in this new home. Try to learn the things that are done here, like how we do things in this house. This is how we do things. If it's against your beliefs or anything, you explain with respect. You tell them, like, you introduce how you do things in a respectful manner. You don't like show it your respect. So communication is the key. Communication is the key, and let that be the last words that I will give for today. And a disclaimer: this is not a professional advice. And thank you. Goodbye.